Okay, my dear children, today we are going to discuss exercise 4.3 of quadratic equation. We are going to discuss this lesson. Already we have solved some problem. Today I am going to discuss more some questions. So here you see one question on the board. Question number 7 of exercise 4.3. Question number 7 is that the difference of square of two numbers is 180. Of two numbers, the difference of squares of two numbers is 180. The square of smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Find the two numbers. So we have to find out these two numbers. So let the larger number equal to x and the smaller number equal to y. So according to question, difference of square, difference means minus of square. Difference of square of two number is 180 and square of smaller number. So y is the smaller number, so its square is equal to 8 times the larger number. So two numbers are larger number x, smaller number y, and according to question, difference of square. So difference means minus of their square. Square means x square minus y square equal to 180. Second condition, the square of smaller number. Smaller number is y. So square of y equal to 8 times of larger number. 8 times into x. So let us give this one as one number. And now we put x square, y square equal to 8x. So I will write here 8x equal to 100 from 1. From 1 we have written this value. Now let us transfer 100 this side. It will be x square minus 8x minus 100 equal to 0. Now let us do this middle term factorization. On middle term factorization we get 180. Sorry, this is 180. 180. So we have to do this middle term factorization and then we will solve now. So let us see how to solve. So 180, if we break this one, we get 10 into 8. That means if we break 180, then definitely we get 290, 245, 315, 3, 5. So we can write this one as 3 3 is 9, 9 2 is 18, 18 and 5 2 is 10. So we get 8. Middle term is 8. So we can write this one as x square minus 18 minus 10 whole into x equal to 0. Now x square, it will be 18x minus minus plus 10x minus 180. So x common, then it will be x minus 18 plus 10 common, then also it will be x minus 18. This implies that x minus 18 all into x plus 10 equal to 0. Now let us see either or. Now either or, therefore either x minus 18 equal to 0 or x plus 10 equal to 0. this implies that x equal to 18 and this implies that x equal to minus 10. Now we are given here x is the larger number, we have chosen x is the larger number. So if we put x equal to 18 here, we get the value of y. So therefore 1 implies that y square equal to this, y square equal to 8 into 18. This implies that y square equal to, definitely it will be 144. This implies that y equal to, it will be plus minus 12. That means if the larger number is 18, then the smaller number may be 12 or maybe minus 12. Now let us check for this, what will happen. If it happens, you see, y square equal to, if we put here, so it will be minus 10. This implies that y square equal to minus 80 and y equal to root over minus 80. So we know that we cannot find out the square root of negative number at 10 standard. It will be imaginary. So we'll reject this. So this is not accepted. This is not accepted. It is not accepted. So that thus we get 2 numbers are 18, 12 or 18, minus 12, because 18, 12 will satisfy this equation as well as these are our equations. So 18, 12 will satisfy this as well as this. 18, minus 12 also will satisfy this and this. So the two numbers are 18, 12 or 18, minus 12. Okay, next you see question number 8. A train travels 360 km at uniform speed. The original speed of the train is 360 km. So, not speed, distance is 360 km. It is traveling at a particular speed. If the speed had been 5 km per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. That is, distance is fixed 360 km. Find the speed of the train. So you see, we know one thing, time equal to distance by speed. Earlier also I told you, so we will use this concept here. So solution, let the speed of train equal to x km per hour. Therefore, this is the original speed. Now distance is 360 km. It is traveling 360 km at this speed. So time taken. Therefore, time taken to travel 360 km equal to distance by speed, this much hours. So this is the original speed, and with this speed 360 meter is traveling, so time taken will be 360 by x hours. Now according to question given more on condition, if the speed had been 5 km per hour less, if the speed had been 5 km per hour more, so hence the new speed will be x plus 5 km per hour. Original speed is x km per hour, 5 km per hour more than x plus 5 km per hour. Now with this speed, it is again traveling same distance. So let us find out time now. Therefore, time taken to travel 360 kilometer equal to 360 by x plus 5 hours. So this is the time taken in original speed. This is the time taken when the speed becomes more. And according to our question given, when the speed becomes 5 km per hour more, it will take 1 hour less. This is the original speed, and this is the new. This is the original time, and this is the new time. So according to our question, in second case 1 hour less. So this time and this time, if we compare these two time, we will find that here 1 hour less. That means here 1 hour more. So to make them equal, we can add here 1 or we can subtract from here 1. So let us see the equation now, how to make the equation. So according to question we get, according to question we get this is the original time and this is the new time. So according to our question, time taken in second case is 1 hour less. That means here 1 hour less, here 1 hour more. So let us take here 1 plus, so we get these two equal. So this is the equation. Now let us solve this equation. On solving we get, to solve this equation, first of all you transfer this side. It will be 360 by x minus 360 by x plus 5 equal to 1. This implies that take 360 common. So it will be 1 by x and it will be x plus 5 equal to 1. Now take this LCM and transfer this side. It will be easier. If we take LCM here, it will be x plus 5. So by this LCM, we have to divide this. So x cancel, will remain this will multiply with this. So we get again x plus 5. Minus is there, minus. By this, we have to again divide this. So x plus 5 will cancel, will remain x will be multiplied with 1. So x. Now this and this cancel. So we get ultimately 5 by x square plus 5x equal to 1 by 360. Now do the cross multiplication, we get x square plus 5x. On cross multiplication this we get 0, 5, 6 are 30, 3 left, 15 and 18. So now we get x square plus 5x minus 180 equal to 0. Now let us do this one middle term factorization. What we get now? On middle term factorization we get, so here 180, let us break 180. Okay, see 1800, we can break this one as a prime factorization method. So we get here, you see 5 to the 10, 10 to the 20, 20 to the 40. So 40. And this side will be 3 to the 9, 9 5 the 45. So 45 minus 40, we get 5. So middle term factorization will be 45 minus 5. So we can write this one as x square plus 45 minus 40x minus 1800 equal to 0. So we get now this one as x square. So it will be 45x minus 40x minus 1800 equal to 0. This implies that x common. So it will be x plus 45 minus 40 common. So it will be x plus 45 equal to 0. This implies that x plus 45 all into x minus 40 equal to 0. Now either or, therefore either or either x plus 45 equal to 0 or x minus 40 equal to 0. X equal to minus 45 and this implies that x equal to 40. So x means the speed of the train. So speed cannot be negative. So this is not accepted. This is not accepted. So therefore the required speed of train equal to 40 kilometer per hour. Therefore the required speed of train is 40 kilometer per hour. Question number 9 here is this is very important question. Two water taps together can fill up a tank in 9 3/8 hours. The tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill up the tank separately. Find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. So here you see we are given two taps together can fill up the tank in 9/3 hours. So let us start from here. Solution. Time taken by two taps to fill up a tank together equal to 9 3/8 hours. That means it will be 75/8 hours. Time taken by two taps to fill up a tank together you are given. So in 75/8 hours both the tap together can fill up the tank. So now here one thing you see, let us say suppose a tank can fill up a tank in 2 hours. 2 घंटे में एक टैंक को फिल अप करते हैं. So in 1 hour it will fill up 1/2 part. Suppose it fill up in 3 hours, so in 1 hour it will fill up 1/3 part. That means just reciprocal of the time. So here also same thing will apply here. Two taps together can fill up the tank in 75/8 hours. So we have to find out in 1 hour. 1 hour how much will they fill up? So you see, therefore in 1 hour both the taps together can fill up equal to 1/75/8 part of the tank. So in 1 hour both the taps together can fill up reciprocal of this, that is 1/75/8 part of the tank. So if we calculate this one we get 8/75 part of the tank. So in 1 hour both the tap together can fill up 8/75 parts of the tank. So this is our first concept. In 1 hour how much they filled up. Now second condition given, the tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one. The larger tap takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill up the tank separately. So now we will consider, let the smaller tap take x hour to fill up the tank. then larger tape will take 10 hours less, that is x minus 10 hours. So now you see, now we'll consider here, we'll take here, let the smaller tape take x hours to fill up the tank. Let the smaller tape take x hours to fill up the tank. Therefore, the larger tape takes x minus 10 hours to fill up the tank. So now you see, we have taken here the larger tape take x hour to fill up the tank, and thus therefore the smaller tape takes x minus 10 hours to fill up the tank. These are separately. Now let us see what to do. Now you see, the smaller tape take x hour to fill up the tank. Therefore, we have to write in 1 hour. In 1 hour, smaller tape separately can fill up. Separately can fill up 1 by x part of the tank. Therefore in 1 hour smaller tape separately can fill up 1 by x part of the tank. So larger tape can fill up in x minus 10 hours. Therefore in 1 hour larger tape separately can fill up 1 by x minus 10 part of the tank. So the larger tape takes x minus 10 hours to fill up the tank. So in 1 hour larger tape separately can fill up 1 by x minus 10 part of the tank. So this is the part fill up by smaller tape in 1 hour, and this is the part fill up by larger tape in 1 hour. So if we combine these two, now if we combine both the tape together, then what will happen? Hence in 1 hour both the tape together can fill up 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 part of the tank. Hence in 1 hour both the tape together can fill up smaller tape in 1 hour 1 by x part, larger tape in 1 hour 1 by x minus 10 part. Now if we start both the tape together, then in 1 hour they can fill up 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 part of the tank. So this is the part filled up by both the tank in 1 hour, and this also the part filled up by both the tape together in 1 hour. So this also filled up in 1 hour by both the tape together. This also filled up by both the tape together in 1 hour. So ultimately this and this are equal. So hence according to question we can write, and according to question we can write, and according to question we can write. Therefore, according to question we can write 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 equal to 8 by 75. Now on simplification we get LCM is x into x minus 10. So we have to divide this by x. So this and this cancel, this will remain, and this have to multiply with this. So it will be x minus 10. Again similarly this is to be divided by this. So this cancel. So x will be multiplied with 1. So x, it will be equal to 8 by 75. Now it will be 2x minus 10, and it will be x square minus 10x equal to 8 by 75. Now let us simplify the equation and find in standard form. In standard form we get do the cross multiplication. If we do the cross multiplication, so we definitely get, on cross multiplication we get 8x square minus 80x equal to, multiply this, 150x minus 750. Now it will be 8x square minus 80x, transfer this on this side, it will be 150x minus, and this one will be plus 750 equal to 0. Now it will be 8x square, then it will be 230x plus 750 equal to 0. This implies that this divide by 2, we can divide this equation by 2, so it will be 4x square minus 115x plus 375 equal to 0. Now we will solve this one by middle term factorization. So let us see how to solve. Now see here, so 4 into 375, 4 into 375 were 1500. So on prime factorization of 1500 we get this. So here you see 5 5s are 25, 50, then 100, and 5 3s are 15. So 115. Now our middle term factorization is 115. So we can write this one as 4x square 100 plus 15 all into x plus 375 equal to 0. This implies that 4x square 100x minus 15x plus 375 equal to 0. This implies that 4x common, so it will be x minus 25. Here 15 common, minus minus plus x minus plus minus 25. Definitely it will be 25. This implies that x minus 25 whole into 4x minus 15 equal to 0. So either or x minus 25 equal to 0 or 4x minus 15 equal to 0. This implies that x equal to 25, and here it will be x equal to 15 by 4. So we have got two values of x. One is 25, another is 15 by 4. So let us see which one is correct one. So here we get x means the time taken by the smaller tape. Therefore the time taken by smaller tape equal to 25 hours, and the time taken by larger tape will be equal to x minus 10, that is 25 minus 10 hours, that it will be 15 hours. So this is the correct answer. Time taken by smaller tape is 25 because smaller tape we have taken is x, and time taken by larger tape will be x minus 10, that is 15. Now for this you see If we consider x as 15 by 4, then x minus 15 by 4, what will happen? So it will be x minus 15 by x minus 20, x minus 10, because this is the time taken by smaller tape and this is the time taken by larger tape. So x equal to 15 by 4. If we put here 15 by 4, then what will happen? You see 40, 15 minus 40, that it will be 25 by 4. So speed cannot be negative. So here time cannot be negative. If we consider the time taken by smaller tape 15 by 4 hours, then the time taken by larger tape will be minus 25 by 4 hours, which is quite impossible. That is why this is not accepted. This is not accepted. We cannot accept this one. So that is why the answer is value of x is 25, accepted value is 25. Therefore the time taken by smaller tape is 25 hours and the time taken by the larger tape is x minus 10 hours, that is 25 minus 10, that is 15 hours. And this is not accepted because if we consider this is the time as taken by smaller tape, then the time taken by the larger tape will be x minus 10. On calculation we get minus 15 by 24, which is quite impossible. So this is not accepted. No need to show this one, so that you can understand the fact I am explaining this. Okay, thank you.